Okay, what's going on here? Attacks, Marauder, Werewolf. What does Druid do? 1 card. Okay. Trashing. There doesn't seem to be any, right? There's so much crap on my screen. What is this? So there's no trashing. It means Marauder probably matters, and that doesn't help your city quarters. So that's not... Oh, Cemetery! That trashes cards. That seems like it's going to be really important. So Engineer with Cemetery is fantastic. It's Chapel, basically, almost. Okay, so now that we can actually think about the rest of the board, there's a Village, you got City Quarter, and Academy. You've got Draw, Werewolf, City Quarter, and Druid is your plus buy. Hey, look, that's what Druid does. And then there's Wild Hunt, in case you wanted that. Okay, so now that there's trashing, well, we just have to get an Engineer. Seems extremely important. What am I going to get with my Engineer? So I'm going to cost 4, or am I going to pay off some debt? I could delve twice and get an Engineer. That seems very bad. I won't be doing that. Marauder. Man, I just don't like that. Courier? Upside is nice, but that doesn't seem good to me. Virtual Payload is a little bit lacking here. So you do need a mix of treasures with your city quarters, and that's a little bit awkward. That's awkward. Junking really pushes on that. So treasure's easy to get, so getting thin seems to be the most important thing. Do I want that Marauder? I think I do. I think I'm going to get the Marauder with the Engineer. Oh, the Ghost. Ghosty is going to be so good this game. Okay, and you also did that thing. Excelente. Okay. This is great. How much do I want this Ghost? Am I willing to not thin a copper to give myself a chance at Ghosty? He didn't get an Engineer. I think he doesn't see the Cemetery thing. Man, I really like the Ghost. I think I'm gonna keep the Mirror. Ooh. I'm gonna pay off this debt with it. That's so good. Okay. I'll get the Druid here. It's a card I need, eventually. You got an Academy. Oh yeah, Academy really helps. You can put Werewolves and Wild Hunts in your deck and still have a turn if you draw a City Quarter. That's neato. Druid time. Right? Yes. Now I have all these other actions in my deck that I can use to get the Ghost. Slay. Horses are fine. It's a terminal. I just get a City Quarter? It seems kind of bad. I don't think I want that. Engineer. Silver. I don't really like the silver too much. I should have got a city quarter this turn. Very bad. Gonna get a city quarter this turn. I've played the first few turns of this game very poorly, and I was distracted, so I need to stop doing that. He still hasn't trashed anything. This is the first trashing he's done, and now he's thinner than me. Ugh, so irritating. Ew, I don't like blowing up the engineer there. Did you don't have another one? You kind of, okay. You're gonna need to thin more cards, bro. Courier, you're so bad. You're such a bad card. What was the point of this? How do you have one of these in your deck and not one of these? Okay, as poorly as I'm playing, I think my opponent's deck is worse than mine. So that's something. Okay. Okay, well, I'm a little happy I got that second engineer because that other one was dead, and I'm hoping I can draw one this turn. That would be super great. This guy's so many villagers. Okay, that was the point. Okay, he's doing Slay and Academy, which is not something I even considered. I need to draw a card with this. Well, it's the only useful thing Druid does, so of course I know. Thank you, deck. Thank you for that. Gonna get this again. And I'm gonna delve. Am I gonna delve? I'm just gonna get another city quarter. Okay, I need, how do I make this deck go? I should get an academy. Seems important. I mean, I'm always going to need those villagers, but I maybe should have prioritized that higher. Just gonna kind of hope good things happen next shuffle. And bad things to you because you're not thin at all. You have 2 werewolves for draw, 0 city quarters. So, like, yeah, you're going to have a bad shuffle, right? That's going to happen. You got a wild hunt. Neato, have a ruin. I will pay off 4 of my debts. Okay, this could have been worse. I don't know, maybe trashing the engineer wasn't what I wanted. Okay. I think I'm going to discard the Marauder to get a ghost. Just pay off debt. Okay. This is This is what's supposed to be happening. What's in my discard? There's a city quarter in there. So we're going to city quarter, then we're going to courier and play the other city quarter. And I should just draw everything. Get like one last cemetery, have pretty much a deck of almost exclusively actions, and then I can pick up Academy and maybe even a Delve, and then I'll be humming. Like, everything's great. I do not want that. Okay, you are drawing a lot this turn. Good for you. Getting thin. You drew a lot this turn. I guess when you found your draw, this was always going to happen, wasn't it? So this is just a completely different build, and I did mine poorly, and I still feel like I'm even. So I like my build a little more. Not like that matters super much. You got a ghost. Still have so many coppers, though. Yeah, I still feel like I'm slightly ahead, even though I basically spent a turn doing nothing because I forgot to buy a city quarter. Second druid. Okay. This. I feel like I have to buy in a cemetery this turn, right? Seems like something I need to do. Play these two. I'll have 6 and 2 buys. I could delve with my cemetery. Oh, I'll do this. That seems good. Yeah, and I'll play this abandoned mine because I can only trash 4 cards. This is so much better. Okay. Cemetery Academy, I can't afford a delve. That's okay. Cemeteries are gonna run, and then there's no more trashing? That's really weird. I mean, this is actually quite good. Piles. 2 of them are basically empty, so that's something I gotta think about. He has that extra druid. That makes me uncomfortable. Maybe it was just too late for Academy. I mean, I'm gonna have these villagers, but I built my deck to not need them super much because I don't have any of this terminal draw, and there may not be time for that. Look what this guy's doing. Ooh, I just got a villager. I didn't even think about ruins with Academy. Jeez. Yeah, maybe I like this guy's build more. There was more potential here. Given that I got a Marauder, or that he got a Marauder, I could just go for this, right? It's always non-terminal. God, I played this game so poorly. I still might win. I don't feel great about it, but I'm definitely not out of this, so like... This was a choice. Why don't you want a card? I love cards. Oh, maybe you knew you had a bad hand at the bottom. Spoils are here. Okay. What are these 5 cards? Are they... I mean, you have villagers. You would have played actions. You're getting a cemetery because you need to trash them? No. Could those 5 cards possibly be? They have to be junks, right? You You still have so many of them? That gold is so weird. I want payload that bad. Like, why don't you get a T trove? Maybe I should get a druid with this? Okay. Well, let's just hope that something good happens with that courier, even though it probably won't. Okay, this is not the start of a very good turn for you, right? You only have 2 cards in your hand because you had those junks. You got a Marauder, and you didn't trash your engineer. Why do you need a second Marauder? That's very weird to me. You can't be that desperate for payload that you're willing to do a terminal gold that requires you to draw 2 cards. Can you? This is very weird. I can't imagine what your hand is right now. Okay, well, you're going to draw a bunch of stuff. I don't know if it's everything. It very well could be. I need to get a wild hunt. That absolutely has to happen. Pretty light on payload. Please tell me these 5 cards are bad. I'm going to top deck a horse here. Top deck 2 horses. Heck yeah. If I can click on the right card, I can top deck 2 horses. Really dense sometimes. I have 8. Wild Hunt's not so urgent anymore. I should probably just get some silvers. Treasure Trove? Seems excessive. Could double Province next turn. Or I could Province, Wild Hunt. Yeah, this just has to be all payload. Alright, at some point you just need to have a bad turn. That's something that needs to happen for me to get back in this. And you have a lot of bad cards in your deck. Granted, I do too, but maybe with your build you didn't have to go so aggressive with trash. Okay, that's a bad hand. That's great. Okay. Come on, City Quarter. No. It's not what I actually wanted, but it might not be bad. I have infinite villagers, right? With 8, what do I get? Draw and more silver? Two city quarters in the bottom 4 cards. Come on, deck. I still have one more shot at them, but it's not even that good. Oh my god. I don't know if I'm going to be able to win after this. Am I losing now? It could be. Yeah, if he can draw and play these druids, I might be toast. He's low on villagers, but he can still probably do it. Maybe not. You only have the one city quarter. Yeah, you may not have the actions for all this. So I may have one more turn, but it doesn't matter because this turn sucked. If you're doing this, why didn't you get estates? Okay, well, I get another turn, but I'm dead. We're going to play this Courier and probably resign.